I never imagined my life would take this turn. The woman I had married, the one I had always believed was my everything, carried a secret that would shatter the foundation of everything we had built together. Mia had told me she was pregnant, a piece of news that was supposed to be the beginning of a new chapter for us. We had been trying for a baby for years, and after months of waiting, the moment I had been dreaming of was finally here. I had pictured this moment for so long, imagining how it would feel to hear that we were going to be parents. But when Mia sat me down, her hands trembling as she clutched a glass of water, there was no joy in her eyes, only fear. "I'm pregnant," she whispered, her voice barely above a breath. For a brief moment, I allowed myself to feel a spark of hope. But that hope quickly dissolved as I saw the fear and uncertainty in her gaze. Something was wrong. She paused for what felt like an eternity, and then, her voice trembling with emotion, she added, "I need to tell you something else." The words that followed shattered everything I had known and believed. "The baby isn't yours." It felt as though the world had collapsed beneath me. The ground seemed to disappear, leaving me suspended in disbelief. The words hung in the air like daggers, each one slicing deeper than the last. My mind struggled to process what she had just said. Mia confessed that she had been having an affair with a man from her office, someone I had met only once, briefly, at a company party. He had seemed charming and confident, a man I had dismissed as just another acquaintance. But now, he was the father of her child. "I'm sorry," Mia said, tears streaming down her face. "It was a mistake, but I love you. I need you. We can get through this." I could hardly find the words to speak. My heart felt like it was being ripped in two, and a seething rage began to rise within me. But what she said next hit me harder than anything else. "If you love me, you'll accept this baby as your own. If not," she swallowed hard, her eyes filled with both fear and desperation, "then forget about me. Forget about us." Those words struck deeper than the revelation of the affair itself. Was this love? Or was this manipulation? I looked at her, searching for the woman I had once known, but instead, I saw a stranger staring back at me. The days that followed were filled with turmoil. No one knew what I was going through, not that I could share it with anyone. It was a betrayal that felt too heavy to bear, too raw to expose to the world. I tried counseling, hoping to find some clarity. I prayed, questioning what I had done wrong. I even wondered if I had been too consumed with work, too distant to notice the cracks forming in our marriage. But eventually, I realized something crucial. Love was never meant to feel like a burden. It shouldn't be a weight around your neck, demanding that you sacrifice your self-respect or carry someone else's mistakes. It should lift you up, not break you down. One evening, as the sky painted itself in warm hues of orange and purple, I made my decision. I couldn't do this. My voice was steady, even though my insides were in turmoil. I can't pretend this is okay. I can't raise a child that isn't mine, not in these circumstances. "I'm filing for divorce," I said, my words firm despite the pain tearing at my chest. Her face crumpled, her tears falling like rain. "You're just going to leave, after everything we've been through?" she sobbed. "Yes," I replied, my voice thick with sorrow. "Everything we've been through doesn't erase what you did. And it doesn't change the fact that you gave me an ultimatum instead of a choice." The weeks that followed felt like a blur. Lawyers, paperwork, the division of assets. It all felt so impersonal, so mechanical. Mia, who had once been so confident and composed, became someone I hardly recognized. She begged me to stay, pleaded with me, even promised to cut ties with the man she had been seeing. "Please, Alex," she sobbed during one of our final conversations. "Don't leave me. I made a mistake. I can't do this without you." "You already did it without me," I replied, my voice heavy with sadness. "This wasn't a mistake, Mia. It was a choice. And now I'm making mine. It wasn't easy. There were nights when I lay awake, questioning whether I had made the right decision. The good memories of our time together haunted me, urging me to reconsider, to forgive. But each time doubt crept in, I reminded myself, love without trust isn't love at all. Mia eventually gave birth to a beautiful baby boy, though not mine. I saw photos online through mutual friends. She had named him after her father, a man who had never liked me. A bitter irony, I thought. And as for me, I began to rebuild my life. It wasn't dramatic or glamorous, but it was mine. It was slow, quiet, and filled with small victories. I rediscovered joy in little things. Hiking trails I had always wanted to explore, books I had long neglected, and the reconnection with old friends. One day, a mutual friend reached out to me. Mia's struggling, they said. She's asking about you. She says she still loves you. I thanked them for the update, but moved on with my day. Mia's struggle was hers to face, just as my healing had been mine. The truth is, I did love her once, deeply, completely. But love doesn't always mean staying. Sometimes, it's about knowing when to let go. And so, I closed that chapter of my life, not with anger, not with resentment, but with the understanding that some storms aren't meant to be weathered. They're meant to cleanse you so you can begin anew.